Continuando mais uma gameplay de GTA Vice City,
Hola.
versão definitiva da Rockstar.
Yeah,
This is Cortez. You were at my party?
yeah, I remember.
Mr. Versetti, it was a most unfortunate incident that happened with your business deal.
I know.
I want you to know me and my people are doing their utmost to get to the bottom of it. If you'd like to talk to me more privately, you can find me at the boat, huh? Okay? Good day, senor.
Opa, carrinho até que bacana esperando a gente
I will
aqui.
thank you not to take its name in vain, Chavez. I hate that spring training.
Agora eu não sei qual missão que é. Eu acho que eu vou fazer a missão que tá mais próxima aqui, que é a da construção.
Training your own home, mister. Our national game down here, my friend, is digging. Digging a big ditch. A ditch of hope, which will flood into a river of freedom. So
Saí atropelando um maluco, mais um telefonema.
Get to the payphone next to the mall in Washington.
Missão de telefone, hein? Vamos primeiro focar nas principais, né?
Come in and park yourself on the hide, son. Hell, my daddy used to say, never look a gift horse in the mouth. And by golly, he never did. Would you like a drop of the old Kentucky?
no thanks.
A clean thinker. I like that. Now, the property business isn't all about highfalutin paper pushing. It's about dirt. And the will to claim that dirt. You with me, son?
Oh yeah.
Well, I need some tenacious bastard to let go of some dirt. And you look to me like the kind of guy to persuade him.
Persuasion's my forte.
Yeah, he'll be down at the country club, down on the golf course. They don't allow guns, so his bodyguards won't be packing lawgivers. Go beat 8 tons of crap out of him. Here now, I got you a membership. And boy, you're gonna need more appropriate clothing.
Mas vivem pedindo pra eu mudar de roupa, né?
I never had a friend with a wig before.
Eu não posso ir direto na missão? Não. Tenho que trocar a roupa por uma roupa bem feia.
Rather than urinate at the edge of your camp like a proud native, we spray paint our names on the walls of the
Ai,
mall
fuge desse
to ward
jogo
off
aqui.
predators.
And that's supposed to terrify people?
É muito estreita.
No, we believe passionately
Vai
in
ficar ruim de
nonviolent
dirigir.
solutions to life's problems. Gangs have to learn to love, to be inclusionary. We'd award
Sempre
badges
uma
to good
desculpa que eu
gangs and
invento
give
pra
bad gangs a silly hat to wear.
justificar porque que eu
Give
dirijo
people
mal.
something to feel a part of. Kill with kindness, not a garden tool.
Yes, but what about the guy?
É, vamos trocar de roupa, né?
Is this me?
Nice ass, baby.
É.
Oh, I'll pick up a hitchhiker in my convertible any day. The other day, I picked up a young woman and we discussed a non-violent solution to war. We called it peace.
Your father is a great
Nesse
man.
campo
He's
de
done more
golfe
for
que a
the
gente
arms trade
tem
in
que
this
entrar
state
sem
than
as armas.
anyone else, myself included. And you shame him with this
Tem
socialist,
jeito de entrar
jiggery,
aqui
pokery,
com as armas.
nanny. America needs...
Esse pulando aqui vai funcionar? Pode tentar. Acho que pulando ali funcionaria, né? Pulando
See
aqui.
these things? They're in stores now. I'm telling you, it's gonna knock your socks off. It's like record.
Primeiro vamos
Only it's
na marcação da missão, né? E a gente tenta pular ali. Só tô com uma pistolinha aqui. Vamos tentar entrar com as armas. É assim, bem melhor, né? Ver se a gente vai conseguir usar as armas. Acho que eu não vou conseguir atirar assim dessa distância.
Is this guy? Boys, deal.
Get him! Do that, psycho!
Entra, meu.
Miserable, insignificant little life was laughable. Now that you found Flash FM, notice you've become...
This one's really good, and I'm not receiving any special treatment or action on the tour bus to say.
Please, after you.
Pô, sério, eu acabei entrando.
How much money?
Que cara chato. Não adiantou nada eu entrar com a arma aqui. Com esses seguranças.
Hey, Caddy, get over here.
That's why we need a river. People,
Vamos
I'm
pra
telling
próxima
you, pick
missão.
up your spades, go into your
Espero que
garden,
seja menos
start
chata do
digging
que
as
essa.
deep and as far as you can. Pretty soon the whole state will be flooded and ruined, and then they'll have to
Agora eu vou
leave.
ter que usar essa roupa de golfe.
A moat to the north, or they will come down and ruin this great state.
And Mr. Hickory, were you born in Florida?
What a stupid question of all the cheek.
Were you?
Of course not. No one's been born in Florida since 1877, but I've been here for 5 years, which is a very long time.
Yes, it is. A very long time. Almost as long as this show.
Vou fazer todas essas missões desse engenheiro aqui. Para o jogo ficar mais organizado, depois eu faço as missões da letra C ali, que é do Cortês.
Now look here, son. I got a problem and I reckon you could help me with it.
I'm no builder.
No, I was
So
thinking
pedreiros.
more of your demolition skills. Now this is the development as planned, and this is the property that we're looking at.
You're trying to say this new office block is kind of in the way.
You catch on quick. Now I'm gonna head out of town for a while, and if that office development were to face sudden and insurmountable structural problems, then
As a civil-minded individual, you feel obliged to step in and save the rejuvenation of an important area of the city.
Where can I get more guys like you?
Isso aqui é a missão que todo mundo julga ser a mais difícil do jogo. Uma das mais difíceis, né? Porque a missão difícil é o que não falta nesse jogo. Aquela lá, do golfe, é uma delas.
Yes, how wonderful would it be to own an hour of this radio station? We just got an enormous pledge from Farewell Ranch. That's great. Farewell Ranch is a great place to take your loved one. Just dial 866-9-BURY-ME. Remember, VCPR is commercial and interest-free. Donate your money now. Let's get back to press.
Thank you, guys. So, we're back on pressing issues. Just one of many fine shows you'll hear if you have the patience to listen to public radio. Although thanks to the many awards we have won, Pressing Issues has extended playtime and is the #1 rated show in the Vice City area. I'm your very entertaining host, Maurice Chavez, a man climbing the broadcasting ladder at a rate of 6 knots. 6 years ago, I was a clown, and now I'm a success. Think about it. Imagine where I could be in 10 years. I could achieve anything. Anyway, morality. What is it? Why do we need it? Our ancestors, shortly after discovering fire, built tools to beat each other over the head and discover how to make meat to celebrate with afterwards. Then Columbus came over, shut down the Pilgrim Discos. Why? Oh, what the And you did. And I asked myself, that is a perfect subject for a region-wide discussion show, which is very lucky because I happen to host one. To discuss the subject of morality, we have firebrand preacher Pastor Richards, the head of the Pastor Richards Salvation Statue Organization, a group which plans to raise enough money to build a statue of Pastor Richards himself. We also have John Brown, leader of Moms Against Popular Culture, or MAPC, or is it MAPS? MAPK? I don't know. We're deep in acronym hell right now, or is it purgatory? And finally, we have Barry Stark, author of the book As Nature Intended. He's the editor of Vice City's Naturist News, and is working feverishly, it says here, to bring more nude recreation to Vice City. To protect the dignity of our other panelists, we place Mr. Barry Stark behind a divider.
I'm naked back here. It's my right as a person.
Yes. Let's start with the obvious, yes? Is it moral to be naked?
What was that?
Well, I'm a mother, so I have to deal with this issue every day. My adorable kids have learned that it's wrong to be naked. When it's bath time, they know to put on a bathing costume. That's also the reason there are no mirrors in my house. Nudity leads to bad, naughty things.
Maurice, if I may interrupt, I haven't worn clothes since
Os caras podem
1982.
destruir meu
Clothes are
helicóptero,
seriously
né?
unnatural. Didn't you guys learn anything from the 60s? I had a revelation when I was on holiday in Germany. I'd always felt very constricted. Then it hit me like a slippery fish. Clothes are plain wrong. When you're born, you're not wearing any clothes. When you die,
Sei
you're not
você,
wearing
mas
any
esse jogo
clothes.
parece que tá meio escuro pra mim.
I'm going to have to interrupt you there. What if you die at work? What if an enormous piece of machinery falls on you while you're working?
Clothes lead to immorality. Nudity stops
Grande
people from
problema do
fighting.
GTA
Have you seen
San
an
Andreas.
issue of National
O
Geographic
jogo parecia
lately?
bem
People around the
escuro.
world are nude. You don't want to shoot a machine gun or a howitzer or a flamethrower if you're naked. It could burn or scold in quite a personal fashion, quite frankly. Have you been to the zoo? Animals are naked. If everyone were naked, there'd be no war. Everyone's complaining about crime.
Meu Deus, os caras vieram
Cars
até
in the
aqui.
city. No one's ever stolen my car. No one's ever pickpocketed me. They've never even tried.
That's because you're a degenerate loony.
If the police were naked, it would set a great example to everyone. You can direct traffic and eat donuts entirely in the buff.
Maurice, this kind of immoral behavior is exactly why I'm building the Pastor Richard Salvation statue. Noah had an ark, Texans had the Alamo, and I am building a highly fortified structure in my image. Simple. This 50-story statue will be able to deflect alpha, gamma, and beta radiation. The day is coming and coming.
I gotta lay off the pills. I'm seeing shit.
Tem que ter matado logo aquele cara aqui, que eu acho que ele vai destruir meu helicóptero.
The Pastor Richard's Salvation.
You want me to drill you?
Sufficient community. We have canned food rations, private living quarters, and enough supplies to survive happily the predicted 40,000 years of nuclear winter. In phase 2, and with funding from NASA, we will equip this massive statue with rockets. So when the poopy hits the proverbial fan, we will load up the statue with all of the people who have saved themselves through generous donations, blast into space, and colonize Saturn with a race of morally correct, affluent people ruled by me.
Will there be naked people?
No, turd brain. It's morally corrupt people like you we're shielding ourselves from. Liberals, degenerates, the Welsh. They're the ones responsible for the nightmare Vice City is today. The crime in the streets, the parties, the children born out of wedlock to a future of hopelessness. Anyone who does not agree with me is mentally sick and should be shot.
O difícil desse jogo é que cada bomba que a gente tem que plantar é num andar diferente.
That's extreme stuff.
Essa que é a dificuldade do jogo, não é nem controlar o helicóptero.
And ask our other panelists. Jan, you're a mom, so you know everything. What is your thought on all this? And do you think Pastor Richard stole his ideas from a movie or book?
Well, yes, I am a mom. My kids are very special. So special, they go to special classes. Now, I teach my kids history to give them perspective. Last night I was telling them about how Magellan sailed around the Strait of Magellan and met some friendly natives.
Some pissant messing around. I'll bust your wise
ass.
Toy.
Que já tinha matado todo mundo.
If you look at nature, you'll see many species that eat their children to protect them. This is especially true of hamsters. It's about putting the family first. That's really important to me, and where a lot of my morality comes from. And if you don't like it, find your own husband and stay away from
And excuse me if I sound a little confused here, but I don't think I understand.
Now, my morality comes from looking at history and biology and working out what's best for my kids and screw anyone else. That's what this country's all about. I mean, I saw the hippies. What a load of claptrap. What's your kid gonna do at a school with a name like Moonbeam or Wait or Horseradish or whatever they call it? How can you take your kid to a Little League game when you live in a communal farm growing drugs? It's awful. And that's what my life is about. Looking down on others.
Yes, I think I can see that now. Moving on. Pastor Richard, in your book, you talk about putting yourself first.
Eu acho que as missões do carinha da construção acabou. Como foi curtas demais essas missões, aí eu vou fazer uma missão do telefone. E a gente deixa a missão do coronel para a próxima.
Maurice, there's not much left in this city. Every time a culture has taken on the doctrine of helping your fellow man, we get thrown into the dark age. Look at Russia. They keep trying to help each other out, extend a hand to a neighbor, and guess what? Every 10 years someone's invading, burning down their homes.
Essas missões de telefone são mais fáceis que a do GTA 3.
Stalin, Attila the Hun, all of them. After you read my book, you will.
Mas não são fáceis não.
Mr. Teal, your help in eradicating those out-of-towners was invaluable to business. I have more work for you with a more hands-on approach. Your next job is taped under the phone.
Watch yourself!
Com esse carrinho mesmo a gente vai tentar. Eu não sei se eu vou conseguir me aproximar dela, né? Na verdade é um entregador, né? Eu vou ter que pegar um carro mais rápido. Esse aqui não vou conseguir não. Parece um carro rápido. Deixa eu trocar essa roupa. Tá bem melhor.
Behind the screen, you can't see him. It's not that exciting. Imagine a flabby guy with a ponytail and a nasty rash. You'll get the picture.
Imagine one. I married one. Anyway, what was I saying?
You were discussing the
Preciso encontrar um
Genetron,
carro
which I
rápido
understand is a
urgente.
games machine.
Acho que esse aqui serve.
I heard him using slang words in the house the other day. Rad and cool and stick it. I mean, I beat him to within an inch of his life, and he will never make that mistake again. American should be spoken properly.
What?
No, don't interrupt me. I've got children, you know.
Pegar ele por aqui.
This is really important. It's about the family. Look. Nobody knows how to cook anymore. Nobody knows how to kill anymore. Nobody knows how to kill dinner. My daddy was a very wise man before that tractor pull accident. My daddy taught me how to slaughter a pig. That's very useful information. Oh, sure, I was a little nervous at first, but he put me in a room with a fork and a fat sow and told me he'd be back in an hour for some fat back and hog gels. As a mother, I'm proud to say I throttled the life out of that little piggy.
Desvia
I
rápido
did it for
demais.
my family, and I'll do it again. Feeding the family is my job as a mother. Daddy earns money and goes away with his secretary, and Mommy provides dinner and keeps a brave face on things, even though her heart is breaking. Where are the pills?
Barry, you look like you
Caiu.
have something to say.
Ótimo.
I agree. Statistics show that families that spend time together naked are the best kinds of families. You see, social class...
Por um momento eu pensei que eu não ia conseguir. Então as missões do Coronel eu vou deixar para a próxima gameplay. Antes eu vou fazer GTA San Andreas, a versão definitiva da Rockstar. Depois The Walking Dead. E aí eu continuo